Hi there, my name's Harry. I run Pilelistracing.co.uk, giving out some horse racing advice for the UK flat. And the guys at We Love Betting have invited me to try and share some of that knowledge with you. So every Saturday I'll be putting up a couple of bets and advising you on what and what not to back in some of the biggest races throughout the flat season. Tomorrow there's some really decent stuff. We've got a good card at Doncaster. There's also all-weather action at Kempton. But it's Doncaster that I'm interested in, and first up is the 3:30 handicap. It's a 6 furlongs, um, and two horses. I think we can be backing here and still getting value out of the race. I'll be backing R. Jonathan and Hitchins. Both horses are proven performers at this sort of level. Both have suitable conditions. R. Jonathan has a massive £9 turnaround with Jack Dexter from the defeat a couple of weeks ago. Promising apprentice Robert Tart's going to be riding, so that's a real positive as well. And I think the favourite Jack Dexter is definitely vulnerable today on faster going. All of his best forms on ground with a decent amount of cut in it. But he's still a horse that's going somewhere, Jack Dexter. But it'll be some performance if he wins today, to be honest with you. Hitchins is a real classy type as well. Very much a listed class performer, especially when he gets his preferred faster ground. That wasn't the case when he got beaten by Jack Dexter and R. Jonathan last time out, and he wasn't beaten far that day. And with the quicker ground really going to suit him, he's going to be able to get a lot closer to Jack Dexter today, if not beating. And they're both available around 14 to 1. R. Jonathan 16 to 1 now, I think. So I would certainly not put anyone off backing both of those horses each way, and the race pays 4 places, quarter the odds. So R. Jonathan and Hitchins, both each way, in the 3:30 p.m. Doncaster. Also interested in the 5:15 at Doncaster, which is a fillies handicap over the same trip, 6 furlongs. And the one I like here is Quaroma at around 16 to 1. 20 to 1 in places as well. And Paul Midgley's mare is 8 years old, but has only ever run 19 times, and that's due to injury problems. Really promising as a 2 and 3 year old, rated as high as 95 at one stage. But then she clearly had problems. Had to leave the sport for a couple of years to get sorted out, and then came back in 2011 and has run respectably at least 3 or 4 times, 3 times really, without getting her head in front. But she's now dropped into a 0 to 70 for the first time. A lot of her recent efforts on soft ground I'm happy to forgive, because I think she wants it firmer. And with lead topless taking off another £3, I think she'll be hopefully held up, and the outside stalls could well come into this draw-wise, considering there's so much pace in the race from the inside. I think it's not a bad place to be out wide. So Quaroma looks really quite interesting, around 16, 20 to 1 in places. And I definitely wouldn't put anyone off backing her each way. And 5:15 at Doncaster, Quaroma each way. Best of luck to you all today. And I'll be seeing you same time next week.